Hey, welcome back to the channel. So, throughput graphs, are they easy or are they hard? How about if we find out today? All right, so again, my name is Dean Shanner. Welcome back to the channel. This is What Would Dean Ask? So let's talk about throughput graphs today. So let's pull up a simple Kanban board here. So simple Kanban board using random data, using my random data generator. I'll put a link into the notes below. We've used this on the channel before. So what we've done here, we've got a couple items here that we've done. What you see on the card on the is obviously the name of the card, which is using letters here. And then on the bottom left hand of the card is the day that it started, and on the bottom right hand side of the card is the day that it completed. All right, so let's plot these. And again, before we plot these, again, and I've said this on this channel before, if you're just starting out with metrics for your Kanban team, for your Scrum team, for your Agile team, what have you, for yourself, then really all you need to capture is the day that it started, the day that it ended, and you can really have quite a few metrics. We've talked about aging on the channel before. I'll link to that video below. We'll talk about cycle time scatter plots here in the near future. When that video comes out, I'll make sure I put a link here on that video as well. So what happened? So let's talk about these here. So day it started, day it ended. So what we want to do is just look at the day it ended and plot it on this chart. So we'll take this A here. So A ended on day 1. Whoop. Sorry about that. Technical error here. So A ended on day 1. So we put it on day 1. How about B? Well, so did B, right? And look at this chart. So just what we see so far. So the time in days, so the day it ended, and then the number of items completed. So how many numbers are completed on day 1? 2. All right. So you've got your first part of your throughput. So on day 1, you see 2 items have completed. So let's go ahead and finish plotting the rest of those. C finished on day 3. D finished on day 5. So did E. Wait a minute, this is starting to look like something. Maybe a bar chart? I don't know. Let's keep going. F. What happened to F? That's way down here on day 9. Let's talk about that in a minute. So here comes G. Here comes H. I. And last but not least, good old J. So let's talk about what we see here. What are you seeing here? So very quickly, I can see that this team averages about 1.5 stories a day, maybe 1 a day, right? So, or every other day, every 2 days, really. About every 2 days, this team averages about 1.5 stories, items, tasks, cards, whatever you want to call them, done. So I work with a lot of Scrum teams, so I default to stories a lot. But items, tasks, things, it's all the same. Number of items completed. It's about every 2 days. So about every day, then not quite one thing done a day, but you can pretty much guarantee that at least every other day this team's going to finish something. Except for something happened here day 6, day 7. I'm not sure really what happened here. Again, this is real fake data. But if this was a real world, then something blocked what was going on, and we had WIP limits, right? So we couldn't pull anything else in, but something blocked us. So something blocked us here. We can see that, right? So if I'm the Scrum Master or the Flow Master or the Teams Manager or the Lean Champion or whoever, then I'm looking at this team at the end of these 2 weeks and I'm going, hey team, what happened here? And they're like, I don't know. Or maybe they do know. They're like, hey, F was really hard. We thought it was about the same size as everything else, but it actually ended up being hard. Or actually, we pulled in F before we were ready. It wasn't ready. There was something else we needed from the team before we started it. So the first couple of days worth of work, we were waiting. Maybe we should have talked about it in our stand-up, right? So building a throughput chart is really, really, really easy. Whether you're in Jira, whether you're using Excel, whether you're using stickies on a wall like this, it's just a matter of capturing that end date and then plotting how many items ended on that particular day. So see, on day 2, we didn't have any items, so it's just empty. So it looks like a little bar chart here. And then you can start to see patterns. You can see, hey, like we said earlier, this team on average finishes about one to two things every other day or so. You can see where things got stuck. So that gives you an opportunity to go retrospect, go look and see what's going on there. So that's your throughput here. So throughput chart. So again, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe there. Make sure you hit like if you like the video. Appreciate it. And we'll do some more of these in the future.